Yo, hey, this shit easy, nigga. Hey, all I'm talking about, nigga, I'm still out here trying to get it. Contender Regime Boxing, checking back in with y'all, man. What's happening? Was able to check out Devin Haney versus Lomachenko's version of All Access of 24/7 on ESPN Top Rank. I believe it's called Blood, Sweat, and Tears. And they've been having this going on for quite some time now, man. And it seems like they kind of found a sweet spot. They're getting better with these episodes, just giving us more insight, allowing the fighters to be more candid and welcoming to the fans to kind of see what their life outside of the boxing ring looks like, the things that they have on their mind, their current mindsets leading up to the next fight, and things that they were probably thinking on leading up to other fights in the past that the fans may have not actually been privy to. So I think it is very insightful and introspective for these fighters, with the series that they have going on with the Blood, Sweat, and Tears. I like it a lot. And I just saw the first episode with Haney and Lomachenko, and there's some things that I want to talk about on both sides for Haney and for Lomachenko. But as you see in the title, this video is more so speaking to Vasily Lomachenko, who is now 35 years old, 34, 35 years old, and has accomplished so many things in his career from an amateur level and a professional level. I believe out of all of his fights, including amateur and both amateur and pro, think he got over 300 wins and only 2 losses. 2-time gold medalist, over 300 wins with 2 losses. He's considered the greatest amateur of all time, or one of them, but most people consider him to be the greatest amateur of all time. And he came in and made a mark on the pro level in a very short period of time. Came in, I believe he was 26, 27 years old. Of course, had an elaborate amateur career. So he turned pro late because he was having so much success in the amateurs, similar to how Andy Cruz, who just signed with, I think he signed with DAZN, with Matchroom and DAZN, who is a gold medalist. Guy beat Keyshawn Davis twice in the amateurs, who's now a professional. I think Andy Cruz is like 28, 29 years old, starting late. But again, when you having so much success in the amateurs like that, probably getting brand deals and having all this different success, guys tend to stay around longer. But Vasily Lomachenko, like I said, multi-divisional champion, done accomplished a lot on a pro level in a short period of time. Now he's 35 years old. Now again, what I'm saying is, him being 35 is different from your average 35-year-old fighter on a pro level, because he hasn't taken a lot of punishment and hasn't had a lot of professional fights. Had a lot of amateur fights, but haven't had a lot of professional fights. So he'll a little bit more fresher on the pro level. And Vasily Lomachenko alluded to that, because in this series, in the Blood, Sweat, and Tears, he spoke on how, and I quote, he said, "I still have my power, my speed, and my conditioning," which are all 3 very important attributes that you need to have, especially when you're fighting a younger opponent, when you're fighting at this elite level. And those are 3 like physical attributes that normally tend to leave guys when they get older in the sport. But Lomachenko himself, contrary to what a lot of people have been saying, trying to paint this picture like he's old, he's washed up, he don't got it no more, because he had a competitive fight with a very, very good up-and-coming fighter, Jermaine Ortiz,
We know that he lost to Teofimo Lopez. Lomachenko said that he was injured in that fight. If you look at how he performed in the first 6 rounds, not throwing damn near no punches, and then understanding like, bruh, I can't continue on like this. I gotta fight this dude. And went out there and, in my opinion, he won 5 of the last 6 rounds. That he was beating Teofimo Lopez up in the second half of that fight. So that just showed me when he decided to turn that shit on and actually throw punches and throw caution to the wind and say, fuck this injury I'm dealing with, you seen the results. He took his first L versus Orlando Salido early on. But if we keeping it 100, we know skillfully he was a better fighter than Orlando Salido. But Salido gave him a warm welcome or not so warm welcome to the pro game and showed him like, hey, it's rough and rugged in this motherfucker. You know, we gonna hit you in the nuts when the ref ain't looking. We gonna put you in headlocks. You gonna have to earn your shit around here. And that's what happened. And I think Vasyl Lomachenko learned from that. But I say all that to say this. He's still at the highest level of the sport. I don't think Lomachenko is washed. I don't think he is a shell of himself. I think Lomachenko is still Lomachenko. He's fresh. He had some time off going overseas and dealing with the issues from his home country in Ukraine. And I think he's ready to come back now. And, you know, he had a competitive, I guess you really can't call it a tune-up, but maybe you can call it a tune-up because even though Ortiz is a good fighter, in my opinion, he's not on Lomachenko's level and he's not on Devin Haney's level, but a very good fighter. You know, so that was a good match for him. Now he's back acclimated and he ready to go. And he said, I still have my power, my speed, and my condition. And so if Lomachenko himself is saying that he still got all these things, he's still at the top of his game, I don't think it's fair to try to use the fact that he's older as an excuse or to take credit away from Devin Haney if Devin Haney is to get this victory. Because as I spoke on before, if Lomachenko wins, he gonna get all the credit in the world. So Devin Haney need to get that same credit if he is in fact victorious, which is not a foregone conclusion. This is gonna be a very competitive fight. This is the best fight in the best, undisputed, on the line, a legacy fight. These two guys have history. This fight has been in the making for, like they said in the show, about 4 years now. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm excited about this. I want to hear y'all thoughts. What do y'all think about Lomachenko saying he's not washed? He still got all of his faculties, all his abilities, and he ready to show that shit on May 20th. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments, man. And look, this shit is the best fighting the best. These two guys are at the top of their game, and may the best man win. I don't want to hear no excuses. You know what I'm saying? No fucking excuses. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Contender regime boxing. I'll holler at y'all boys, man.